I think the problem with game dev content big shit now is bigger than just simply the niche of game development. I think it's a YouTube issue, or maybe even a culture issue. You can imagine, like, in 2017, for example, 2018, before ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a big reason why things are shit now, in my opinion. People were just posting things that they found useful. They would need to think of every single title themselves. They would need to think of every single thumbnail themselves. They would actually use their brain to make the videos, and they would use their human, they would like express their humanity, right, in the videos. But now, in 2026, it's all about views, and it's all about doing things correctly. And that's something that when people use ChatGPT, they get this wrong. They think that if they do everything correctly, they make the most correct and accurate video where the hook is like exactly this length. The hook is like, says this word. Oh, it uses fair, and it uses like this Kruger effect or whatever. I know this is like separate, but it uses some like psychological effect in the hook. And sure, you can make the most accurate hook in the world, and then it would just turn into like Mr. Beast video, whatever, right? But does that mean that the video is going to be good? No. A Mr. Beast video is not the best video in the world. I watched YouTube for years. A Mr. Beast video is never my favorite video. And also, even Mr. Beast's best videos aren't like good because they're accurate. They're good because of the story, and not specifically because of this accuracy. Like everything is like politically and psychologically correct. And this applies to games as well, and game dev content. So this is my point. Recently, what people do is that they just try to make the best thing possible. They try to use ChatGPT to make the best hook for them. They use ChatGPT to make the best title. They use ChatGPT to make like the best hook and the best script, and like everything is just going to be the best and like the most accurate. But what ends up happening is that you just get this regurgitated content, this like AI slop, where the titles, the thumbnails, the videos, they have no soul. They have no like humanity in them. It's just going to be the same thing. So if you look at your homepage, it's going to be the same videos, like the top 5 tips to save you years of game dev. It's going to be the same. How to get a girlfriend so fast it feels illegal. How to be so productive that it feels illegal. How to be so productive that you have more time than you can spend, or whatever. It's just like all this shit, right? It's just the same titles over and over again. Go to the homepage. Is there anything that could not be written by ChatGPT? Is there anything that's probably not been done before? Seriously, look at your homepage. Look at your homepage. Like, open it in a new tab, or do this after the video, whatever. Just look at the homepage. Maybe this is a bad thing because you're going to click off on some like fucking ChatGPT video because you have a TikTok brain, maybe. But no, I trust you. Okay, so go on your homepage. Look at the titles. You can even try searching them up. Like, if you look at a title, has it been done before? Has it been done multiple times? Like, if I go on YouTube, for example, I can show you. This is interesting. So if I go on YouTube, you can search for, I didn't watch this video, by the way. It was just an example of Slop. So if I search, I can search for how to train your PP, how to grow your PP. Don't ask why I search for that. How neck training changes everything. And then it's like one video that worked, and then it's just going to be the same slop over and over again. Look at my homepage. How to save so much time you don't know what to do with it. Exactly what I told you. Yeah, and this also for about I tracked X thing for X hours. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Just the same thing over again. My friends here, they are more unique, but they don't get views. Like, why? You can focus way longer than you think. Here's why you don't. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. But some of these girls, actually, I'll click on a few of her videos, just like see how like her video is and stuff like that, because I think she is very unique, and I think that's really good. I see a lot of women, not that many men, but some men, have very unique titles. They have very unique videos like this, and this is what I like to see, right? Like very unique things. They seem authentic. Lewis is really good at making unique things, for example. And that's really good, but there's just a lot of slop. Don't do this. It's just like, yeah. It's sad. And I'm going to tell you, I was part of the problem. Okay? So, I remember when I started YouTube, I didn't really think of like using ChatGPT for videos and stuff because I kind of knew that it was bad. And at that point, ChatGPT was worse. Okay, so that's like part of the reason. But I kind of knew that ChatGPT videos is not the type of videos that I want to make. I want to make authentic, like good content with my own opinions, with my own facts and experiences and stories. That's how I wanted to create my YouTube channel. Strip mining is fucking shit now. Holy shit. Maybe I need to go deeper. So that's how I started, right? But then suddenly, like as you do YouTube more, it's just easy to fall into this trap where you use ChatGPT like a little bit more. Okay, it has some good title suggestions, you feel. And then you use the titles that ChatGPT gave you. And then you might try, oh, I've seen like people talk about AI thumbnails. I might try that. Oh, this actually looks quite good. Oh, it performed good on the A/B tests. Like, yeah, some of my AI ones actually perform better on the A/B tests. It's interesting. And you just end up, I just end up like using it. And then my videos are suddenly just more and more like sloppy. And I think that's the rabbit hole that a lot of creators fall into. But I've realized this now, that I don't want to make this type of content. I don't want to make some AI stuff. I don't want to make these regurgitated videos where I don't come up with the titles myself, where the title is not some like text that I can send to my friends, some like authentic things. I think that's what I want to do more of in the future. And I also have some of these like challenge videos which I really enjoy doing, which are like, these are more slop. They're not really educational, but I really enjoy making them, and I think it's like, it's good entertainment, but I want to make them in a way that it can still provide some value to you as a viewer, where I can maybe explain my process a bit more and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what I want to do more of. And I think with games as well, this is the last point. This is really like a parenting game. So when you make games, you still need to have this human expression. You still need to have some soul in the game, and not just get ChatGPT to make all the decisions for you. Because you can imagine, why is AI tiles and AI thumbnails and stuff like that, why is it bad? Well, it's bad because they don't have any feel. The AI can't feel if this is good, okay? Because the AI, it can reason, okay, is this a good title or is this a bad title? It can look at some article that it has been trained on, like, okay, does this align with the top 5 tips that I read in like BuzzFeed, or like this article from some YouTuber with 2 subs? Like, does this align with what's like politically correct, right? But what it can't do is that it can't feel. It can't feel, is this a good title that I would click? Because the AI is not the human, the AI is not your viewer, the AI is not the creative that has the experience of making tiles. The AI is just this thing that's like trained on data from fucking BuzzFeed or like some news article and the YouTube help page, whatever. So this is apparent in games as well. In video games, the AI can't feel if the game feels good, if the movement is polished, or if the this mechanic is good and that it fits your game. Sure, it can program the mechanics, but it can't feel if it's good, if it should be tweaked. It can just reason. Okay, what should the move speed be? Okay, yeah, this is like logically correct because you can travel in the room for like 2.5 seconds. It's like it can only reason, but it can't feel. And that makes it so game design is going to be the last thing, I think. That's going to be taken by AI. Programming has already like started, it's almost over. Like you barely don't program anymore unless you're like some weirdo or unless you're some weirdo basically. But AI art is also starting to get there with the new ChatGPT thing and stuff. But with game design and like crafting the game, planning all the tasks in the game, and like not planning the tasks, but like planning all the mechanics in the game and the idea of the game design, that's what's going to still be human, or it needs to be human to make it feel good. And that's why I think game development is safe from AI, because you still need to have this feeling. It requires feeling. Programming, it doesn't require feel. You can make a software without any feel. It's just like, okay, yeah, the button should be here, and then the function should do this, and then it's just logic. But when it comes to game development, it needs to feel good. A game needs to feel good. I can't just ask AI to make a game and then it's going to know what feels good. And it's never going to, because it's not the player. And there's no right and wrong answer in a game. I can kill this cow. I can kill that cow. Or I can go this way. It's like, or I can jump. It's like, there's no right and wrong answer. There's no logical explanation for a game. So humans are required in games. That's why I think AI is never going to take over game design. Never. But yeah, I want to make more authentic content in the future. Try to come up with my own titles, my own thumbnails and hooks and scripts. Don't be like these other YouTubers that just use ChatGPT and Claude and shit like that. And I also want this in my games. I want to use AI to program the code and stuff, because then I can express myself better, I feel. And it's faster. Like, obviously, I need to use the tools that's like at my disposal. But then the game design, I want it to be mine. I want the idea to be mine. I want it to still have soul. I don't want the AI to make decisions for me. And yeah, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, hopefully you realize this as well and you don't make slop. I think you're going to do better with authentic content in the future, because people are starting to realize that. Yeah, slop is horrible. So, don't make slop. Thank you for watching.